Hey yo, little man, what's going on, everyone? Nick here from Little Man YGO, back at it again with another video, and it's been a while since last saw you guys. I miss you guys so much. I know it's been 2 weeks since we last posted our last video. I got a little sick. There's a flu that's going around. I'm still a little stuffy nasally, so I'm really glad to see all you guys once again, and we're here for a GOAT format video. But first, before we jump into anything, we are at 406 subscribers. My goodness, that's a lot more than we last checked. So thank you so much for all the love and support you've been giving to the channel so far. We're growing, we're vibing, we're catching steam over here at Little Man YGO, baby, and we're gonna keep the fun moving forward, right? So continue to like and subscribe. And if you have not subscribed, you could do so right now, and I'll wait. All right, so that should be ample time for you to go ahead and do that. So, what do I have right in front of you? It's Go format, baby. Like, why? I want to see some Edison. I don't care. I've been playing Go format for the last 2 weeks or so, and I've been really much enjoying it. So, I want to show off the deck that I've been just clobbering ladder with. Like, I got on ladder. I must have played probably 15 to 18 matches at this point. I lost 3 times with this, which is absolutely crazy. The idea of the deck is I did gather some inspiration from the goformat.com YouTube channel. I know that JDZ and Alethea, they played a deck that was similar to this, but I saw the list and I was like, I can make this better easily. Easy clap. We have a light aggro right in front of us, boys. So the cool thing with this deck is that the light monsters is as a package overall usually have some decent aggro pieces to it. You have the lights through Blade Knight, Ninja Grandmaster, DD Warrior Lady, the starters, Free, the Brave Wanderer, and then Soul of Purity Lights, setting up some big return pushes in the later game. Um, Return is a card that I'm absolutely obsessed with in Go format. I try to make it work when I can. It's just so crazy that a card like this is at multiples in the format, and it's like rarely getting played. But with this in combination with some of the other pieces here, it does fit very nicely since you have a bunch of good aggro pushes here. You have some more consistent ways of means of banishing through Solar Purity of Light. So between this, Freed, and the 2 Rotas to get to Freed, you have 6 ways of banishing cards out of your graveyard. Thunder Dragon and an aggro deck usually sounds kind of crazy, but because of the fail to find feature, you could easily just drop 2 right out of your hand just to drop a 2000 attack special summon without committing your normal, allowing you to get really aggressive and push damage a lot quicker. One Magician of Faith there. It's a light monster. You can grab it off the Shining Angel as well as the DD Warrior Lady. Some nice stuff there. It's a Borg the Thunder Monarch clap clap. It does have some of that like thunderclap kind of deal. But this card is obviously very strong in this deck. Special summon this tribute for him happens a lot. And then Tribe and Breaker being the non-light creatures. No Blackluster Soldier in the main deck, unfortunately. It's like you had to fit a bunch of awkward dark pieces to make it work. I do have another version that I am playing with and testing around with that does play BLS in the main, but for the replays that I have, the ones that I at least went like 15 and 3 is a list that looked almost exactly like this. Solemn Judgment in the main deck as well to protect against the return. Dust Tornado, Jar of Greed, good one of staples. Trap Dust Shoot also in the main deck as well. We love that. Also, the cool thing too about the Shining Angel package is what we're able to side deck. We have Roulette Barrel and then Jogan for some meaningful light targets off of Shining Angel. Hysteric Fairy is insane in the burn matchup. It's a light as well. And then we have Exiled Force and then Mystic Swordsman going second against the Chaos Turbo matchup. And then Kaiku to Ghost Destroyer to sub out the Breaker with. Break Control is good with making sure that we tribute off some of their monsters. Mystic Wasp for the burn deck, Swords of Revealing Light. Raigeki Break, we could side it. We do have Thunder Dragons in the main deck to best complement that. And then Saku, and then the second Dusty, and then second Dust Shoot all into that deck. So let's jump right into some replays. And our first replay is against Chaos Turbo, against Flashy, baby. All right, so we're going to go dish out Thunder Dragon, grab 2 more, and I think we just set the jar and pass the turn. Gravekeeper Spy gets set. Gravekeeper Spy is definitely a card that walls this deck very heavily. Um, Not as bad though, but that's why we play multiple Ninja Grandmasters, just so we don't have to like deal with that at all. Ring of Destruction means that we are fine there, so we're setting and then passing. He's probably gonna throw over the spy or not. I'm not too sure. It's been a while since I played some of these games. Jar agreed, gets us the next draw. Shining Angel to attack. We run right into spy, which sucks. Gets another spy. We set the Dusty and pass the turn. Then he goes over to Tribe and he passes. And then we Dust Tornado the set because we drew the Zaborg. So Zaborg is going to cleanly out both of these. And then we're just going to slam Soul Period, get some aggressive damage out there. We do this because this will give us 2 lights for Freed. So we have Freed as follow-up in case he summons a monster that's bigger than ours. And after that, he snatch steals. We Book of Moon the Zaborg, so it doesn't happen. And then he sets Torrential and passes. We draw a Blade Knight. We flip over Zaborg. He Torrentials, and then we put down the Faith and we pass. And having Faith in this deck is good too. It's if this gets knocked, that means that all the other copies get knocked, which is something that's very beneficial there, and we love it. We love it. Alrighty, so we go Blade Knight. We attack over. We could have honestly fired a duo and then try to duo them twice, but I really wanted to know what that set was, so I rather just duo in there. And then we flip up, we get Book of Moon back, and then we're able to protect ourselves against the Snatch Steal there. Very, very nice. Stinking goes Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi attacks over Blade Knight. Banish Light and Dark for BLS. BLS attacks over, puts the hand and passes. Snatch Steal, we had a vow for it anyway, and then we just go and attack the game that way. We had a lot of ways to be able to break through a lot of that guy's answers. As you saw in his hand, we just got a little lucky with that Snatch Steal. My goodness. Delinquent Duo, discarding the 2 best cards out of hand. He discarded Light and Dark, so that tells me that there's Chaos Monster in his hand, but I guess there's not. So then he goes, he Tsukiyomis and then attacks, and then that's it. He just chucks Thundra to get 2 more and then passes. So we go for a turn, summon Freed and then attack. We do this because we have a Soul Purity in hand. We draw Jar and then we trap Dust Shield and then we have return. We're gonna make some big pushes next game, and then Tsukiyomi's gonna Dust Shield's gonna put the breaker back. We banish 2 with Soul Purity. We attack and then we flip return and then we attack for game. Very, very nice stuff there. I've won several games just by flipping return, surprisingly. This game is up against Cat Burn or Cat Aggro, whatever you would like to call it. And he has a very quick start on us. A level limit being a very oppressive card is for beginners. Not having a good hand either is not helpful. We have Charity, and that's another cool thing with this aggro deck is that since we play Thunder Dragons, it's one of the best aggro decks that could incorporate Graceful Charity into its deck. Because you do want to load your Graceful of Lights, and then you have, especially if you could have Thunder Dragon and Charity, you're just getting a whole bunch of new cards and resources in your hand that's going to help you push, and hopefully you're able to push forward with a return. But we know someone freed. Now Guakugaru is bigger than us, so we're able to pop the Guakugaru. Free the Brave Wanderer is an insane card. Very, very good card. It works so nicely with Thunder Dragon too. Its stat line is great. You can't get Tsukiyomi over it. Been very, very impressed with how the card's performing. It also fuels return beautifully. What more could he say about it? Oh yeah, and in this version too, this is my BLS version, so I was playing Sangan and then a couple of Darks. When obviously BLS is absolutely amazing. Do you need it in this deck particularly? Not really, but is it good to have? Yeah, why not, right? So he's attacking in with everything, and then he sets the LF, sets a couple of things more and passes. We get Sangan down, Sangan attacks, set book and pass. And then I end up just like Book of Mooning my own Sangan so I could get Magician of Faith. But that's because I didn't want him to get his Sangan search, potentially getting into a rescue cat. That's something that I did not want to happen. But he does go Ojama Trio to set those things up. Call the Haunted out the cat. This is just like I think super mega unfortunate that it's enough to attack for game, but that's okay. Next game now. So it looks like he does have some burn cards in his deck. Usually some cat decks they side into some variant or burn or something along the lines of that. But yeah, we breaker, we're gonna pop that, and then we're gonna set over an attack. But we do have the Mystic Walk to cancel out the cylinder and give us a nice life gain right there, which is exactly what we'd love to see in a matchup like this. So he Giant Trunades, gets double Guaku, and then starts running over some of the tokens here. But yeah, his damage output, like when you activate Walk, you're so low on cards. It's like, what are you really going to do? And I mean, the writing's just really on the walls here. Next turn, um, I mean, Breaker's already getting tributed off, but yeah, bad things are happening to this guy very soon. So then we torrential the board after he geometrios us, and then we just drop BLS, and then we drop another Soul Purity, and we just attack for game. So good. It's, I mean, the deck really does fire very heavily once the graveyard is loaded and the resources are at hand. So we open Pieces of Trinity in here, which is absolutely fire. Also, in this is a side thing. Most of my matches when I was playing this deck initially, my first 5 matches, I won all 5 of them, and I forgot to put Pot of Greed in my deck. That goes to show something interesting, right? It goes to show something interesting. So, Raigeki break the chain and get rid of the decree. I don't know. Like having the decree in here was very weird. But as we see here, having the torrential picked up afterwards is very nice, meaning that we could clear our whole field, get Magician of Faith, which is very nice. And then we set the Blight Knight, just hoping that he didn't have like knock or anything crazy like that. But he gets Gaia power down. I love Gaia power. Very cool. Very cool. Pot of Greed, MST, hit that guy. Banish 2 for Purity. Summon the Freed. We're booking that. Attacking over everything. Attack for 17. And this game is just Jover. It's so Jover. But he doesn't want it to be Jover. So he's trying his best, trying to run over everything her. But that's okay. We're to dunk on this guy really hard. And we have 2 returns also. Like if we were not getting stopped here, these returns were coming down next turn and we were destroying him. So GG's T Taurus, GG's. And then Beto 10, I played against him twice. Twice now. And he was playing Warriors both times. And we spanked him both times, which is very nice. Even though he has double dust shoot, which is really I will say, because this deck is almost like a combo deck where it needs its pieces to come together. Dust Shoot hurts this deck a lot, like very much a lot. Um, but it's still not like super bad or super incoherent. And then we have a light, 2 lights for Soul Purity, very beautiful. And then we're gonna attack over with it, and then Mirror Force happens. But yeah, it's just unfortunate the way it is, and we torrential it right there. Um, Thunder Dragon comes down. And I think we discard the other one from fail to find. No, we already had enough materials, so we attack over for 2,000. It's Soul Purity also has that little bonus of it being like monsters your opponent controls is just 300 attack during the battle phase only, and it comes up a lot, especially in the aggro matchups where the difference in your attack stacks matter so much, meaning that like Chaos Sorcerer can't just attack into it, or same with Goblin Attack Force. So it's cool in that regard. But we find a monster before they do, so that's how we're able to win the game there. Next game. Warriors. All right, so he pays 1,000 with the my God, duo. All these hand rip cards are very and he hits the best one. So super unfortunate there. But we had to chuck out BLS because we just in this version, yeah, in this version, I think I'm only playing like 3 darks, 4 darks. It's 1 Dekoichi, 1 Sangan, Breaker to Magical Warrior. It might just be those 3. I'm not entirely sure. So, but if you want the list of that, or you want to see some more replays of that, leave a comment down below saying that you do want to do so, or that you want to see more Go format videos in that regard. But this Sangan in the I do like Sangan in aggro decks. I do like Sangan in Warriors too. I always thought it was an interesting choice. I just don't know why people hated more of it. I guess why, but teach their own. And takes 600, banish out, and we were just oh my God. And he has the good old giant Trunade, Solemn Judgment, activate Prima, game's over. We go to the next one. Go to the next game, and we love Go format. And then we just set 2 pass. Homeboy kept the knocks against this deck. That's crazy. So Danzalug attacks. We Saku out that. The Dushu goes after the Soul, which is great. And then we go Blade Knight, set, attack. And that beats his hand right now. So once I start seeing him just set all these Kaikus, it's fine. We discard BLS. Who cares? BLS is a light monster, refuels free. And that's the fine thing with like playing this deck with only a minimal amount of darks is that like it's already a light that if you need to chuck it, you can, and it's just BLS is in there because he's awesome, right? And then he drew too many trap dust shoots, and that was the game. All right, guys. So that's pretty much my showing on Light Aggro. A very interesting deck that's in the format. Recently came out. I think that going down a return direction is exactly where this deck needs to go. It plays a lot like the Chaos Return deck, except that I think the pieces fall a little bit better here because you do have Solar Purity only requiring lights and Thunder Dragon counting as multiple light monsters at the end of the day. I can't wait to continue to explore on this. I have not really played a serious amount of Go format in quite some time, and I really feel attached to this deck, which is a really, really good feeling. And that's kind of the point at the end of the day. When you're feeling a little stale on playing a deck or playing a strategy or playing a format, you just play different ones and you diversify because at the end of the day, if you are playing Yu-Gi-Oh, then you are winning. So please like, comment, and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Retro, Amaryllis. I've not forgotten about that related content, and I'll catch all of you guys later on. Peace. Have a great day.